we're gonna get started with a short warm up. So before we do all of that, go ahead and bring yourself onto your space. Bring your feet nice and wide apart. I'm wearing shoes today. Shoes are totally optional. Reach the arms up, inhale. And exhale the arms at the sides. Shh. Good, 2 more times. Inhale to lift. And exhale, shh. 1 more time. Really focusing on that back engagement. Inhale. And exhale the arms down. Shake it all off. Come on over to your playlist. We're gonna hit play as a team in 4, 3, 2, 1, hit it, and walk your way back to your mat space. So if you're just walking in, we're getting started on the warm-up. I'm seeing a couple more people walking in now. We're gonna start with a side step. So those of you that are already in and ready to go, it's gonna be a side step, right and left. Just go nice and slow. Let's add the arms. So reaching out to the sides. Eventually, we'll get onto the beat. If you're not using the playlist, it's totally fine. Just focusing on the breath work, lifting the arms, stepping the feet together. Let's do just a couple more of these. Yeah, last one. And we're gonna do a hamstring curl to start. So it's gonna be heels to seat. I'll show that to you from the front. Pretty basic movement here. Bring it into a row. Good. Just getting that heart rate up with a little low impact cardio. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Good, we're gonna take it 2 more. Last one, feet wide apart. It's a squat and a hinge. It's a squat and hinge. Back stays flat. Hinge, my toes are slightly turned out. And hinge, 2 more right here. It's a squat, squeeze, hinge, squeeze. Last one, and hinge. Step the feet together. We're not doing any lunges today, but we are gonna warm up with a couple lunges, okay? So take it back, pulse, rise, switch the legs. Back, pulse, rise. 2 more. Back, upper body perpendicular to the floor, squeeze the seat. Back, pulse, rise. 1 more time, right side. And rise, left side here. Good, step the feet together, plant the hands, step back to plank position. From your plank position, lower the right knee, lift up with the left, lower the left knee, lift up with the right. From the side, lower right knee, open up, lower left knee, open up. Last time, both sides. Open right, center, open left, back to plank, cross knees. It's right to left, left to right for 8, 7, 6. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, bring it onto the shins. Big shoulders and big shoulders. Good, cross the arms, cross the arms. 1 more shoulder roll back. 1 more shoulder roll forward, cross right in front of left, left in front of right. Good, rise to stand. If you need a sip of water, grab it. Otherwise, we're gonna start with our heavy dumbbell. Good, good, good. So once we've got this, we're gonna do this together a couple of times before we get into the workout. So I'm using a 24. I'm gonna set it right between my heels. Now, I'm gonna soften my knees. I'm gonna reach through, grab my kettlebell or my weight, drive it up, set it down, rise. Okay, we're still in warm-up mode, so we're gonna practice this a couple of times. Dumbbell between the heels, bend the knees, hinge, pick it up, swing it, set it down, and rise without it, okay? So that's what's happening for the first minute. Now, before we get started, come to the screen, put your hands in, and let's all do a quick high five. Awesome, happy Friday. Those of you that walked in as I was setting up, you need 2 sets of dumbbells, 1 heavy and 1 light. Okay guys, we got about 15 seconds till we get started. Feet nice and wide apart. 60 seconds, 4 exercises glutes, 60 seconds each, 4 exercises arms, and then 60 seconds, 4 exercises core. Are we ready? Say yes. 3, 2, 1, here we go. It's bend, swing, release, rise. Bend, release, rise. I'm going to show this again to you from the side. There's a lot of thrusting here. I'm using my hips. Bend the knees, set the dumbbell down, squeeze the seat. Bend the knees. Yeah, so use your hips to drive the arms. Bend, return and rise. Bend, return and rise. Just a few more seconds here. You got about 28. Careful your back's not rounding, so nothing like this. Really stick your hips out. Yeah. Awesome. I'm letting in somebody else, so keep going, y'all. You got 9 more seconds. Good, Nestor. Hi, Naomi. I just popped into the chat for you what you need. We are in the first movement, so you haven't missed anything, really. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, set your dumbbell down. Put your mini band on. If you don't have a mini band, absolutely fine. It's going to go above the knees. Shayna, this is for you. Hands behind your ears, leg lift and switch. Tick-tock the legs. Now, this is the low impact version. If you don't have a mini band, good news is you can really lift that leg. If you do, I want you to focus on the return being slower than the abduction, the way away from your midline. If you want to make it a little more cardio, you're going to hop the legs out, pushing out from the hip joint each side. Now, the good news is you're going to get an opportunity to do this not just one more time, but a whole nother time. So crawl, walk, jog, and run. Take your time on it. Team, you've got 5 more seconds. 4, band stays on for 2, and 1. Next exercise, come down to the floor on hands and knees. It's a scorpion kick and switch. I'll show this to you literally from the back. Lift and switch. Again, if being on the knees is intense, you could always grab a towel, place it down to support the knees, and lift from there. If your hands, perhaps your wrists are sensitive, you could come down to your forearms. Point the toes, push to the sky. You've got about 15 more seconds. We're gonna stay on the floor for the next effort. You'll need your single heavy dumbbell. So if you don't have it nearby, you're gonna pick it up in 3, 2, band stays on, lower down to your back. Grab your single heavy, place it along your hips. If it's too much on the hips, grab your towel across your hips, then place your weight. And then from here, lift, half lower, lift again, and lower down. Heels drive into the floor, toes are lifted. Push, release halfway, push again, release all the way. Push, release halfway, push again. Yes, Mary, good, Rachel, lower down. Exhale, inhale to release half, exhale, push again, and lower all the way down. You got about 15 more seconds. Now we'll take the mini band off. We'll rise to stand. We're gonna need this dumbbell on the floor. So the heavy dumbbell stays in play in 5, 4, 3, finish this rep out, 2, and 1. Rock yourself up, word salad, rise to stand, take your band off, and we start back up with this swing. So right between the heels, hinge at the waist, bend the knees, drive it up, set it down with control, rise, pick it up again, pull it through the legs. So from the side, you might notice my dumbbell is actually at an alignment with my heels. It's behind my hips. I reach back, I pull it through, I set it down as far back as I can, I rise. Back through and rise. Yeah, if this is a little too intense for you, I want you to do body weight. I want you to reach back as far as you can. Reach back as far as you can, back stays flat, and chop forward. Yeah. Nice, Amy. Yes, that looks good. Nice, Shayna. Awesome, Maddie. Good form, Dee Dee. Team, you've got 4, 3, 2, set that dumbbell off to the side. Put your mini band back on. We tick-tock the legs for the next minute. So optional here. Hands could be on hips. Hands could be at shoulders. I'm doing the higher intensity version as a way to progress the movement. If you want, come back to the first variation with the legs lifting one at a time. Way less impactful, way less cardiovascularly exhausted. So again, listening to your body before you listen to me for the last 10 seconds. The minute went by like magic. Yes, Nestor, stick with it. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, come on down to hands and knees. Good, from here we go. It's lift, release, lift and release. Exhale, push, and exhale, push. You're alternating your sides. Maybe it's double time. My neck, my back. Nestor made the funniest joke before we started. He's like, it's all the things that hurt. Yeah. So, if that's you, pull the belly button in, keep the shoulders broad, keep the space between earlobe to shoulder, right? Work the seat muscles. So I feel this whenever I'm lifting that leg up. Not only do I feel the hamstring, but I can also feel right in my gluteal, hands directly underneath the shoulders, push the ground away from you for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your single dumbbell, place it along your hips, not your belly. So look at my weights right there. Lift, half lower rise, lower all the way down. Lift, half rise, lower, lower, lower. Exhale, lift, half rise, lower, lower, lower. Again, lift, half and rise, heels down, toes up. Exhale. Good. Exhale, rise, inhale, lower, slow. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lift. Push your knees away from each other. Use the band as a piece of feedback to really drive to the outer hips. Last 8, 7, 6. We take the band off in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, second round complete. That means we're on our final round. We're starting with the pull through. 3, 2, and 1. It's a hinge, pull through, return, and rise. Hinge. If you really want to get technical with it, we're going to grab the dumbbell shaft, alternating the arms. Again, this doesn't have to be rocket science. If you don't do that, nothing is lost. It's just a way to keep training yourself to alternate the lead arm. Notice my back. When I'm going for that hinge, my back is flat. My knees are soft. Drive, release with control. Switch the arm. Boom. You got 9 more seconds to go. Let's do 2 more. Give me 1 more. 3, 2, and 1. Set the dumbbell off to the side. Put the band on. TikToks. Right over the thighs, not on the knees. Okay. Any variation, maybe it's here. Maybe I do a combo. Maybe I do 4 or 5 of these, and then I do 4 or 5 of these. Listen, you can split it however you'd like. Make sure you're breathing through the motion. Yeah, so upper body tries to stay perpendicular to the floor. So I'm trying not to lean too much. Think about the nugget being upright and the legs pushing out. 15 more seconds. You can do anything for 10. This is it. Chest up. I feel a lot of heat right here in the outer edge of my seat. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to the ground. Here we go. Lift, switch, lift. If the band keeps moving on you, move it down closer to the floor. Or maybe you're stronger than the band, right? Dee Dee wins with the cool band today. She's got avocados on her hot pink mini band. I need to know where you got that. That is so fun. Push. Toes to the sky. I want you to really take a moment at the top. Feel that engagement, but fill out the lower back and return switch. Team, last 20 seconds, really focusing on the abdominal brace as you point the toe to the sky, alternating the legs. Basic, but so effective. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to your hips. Grab your heavy dumbbell. Load it along the hips. It's lift, half lower. Lift again, lower down, repeat. Exhale, inhale, exhale, lower down, repeat. Push. Now, as I mentioned, you're not going to get any breaks in this class. So what's going to happen in about 40 seconds, we're going to take the mini band off. We're going to grab our light set of dumbbells. I'm going to start with my 3s. We have a combo in the shoulders. It's a straight arm front raise, straight arm lateral raise, and straight arm reverse push back. So in 20 seconds, like lightning, we strike our set and we grab the light weights. Here we go. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. Finish this last bridge for 3, 2, and 1. Drop off the dumbbell. Take the mini band off. Once the mini band is off, grab your lights. Stand up tall. 2, 2, and 2. Front, front again. Lateral, lateral again. To the back again. Front, my palms face down. Out, my palms face down. And on the way back, my palms face in. Down. You got it. I like to move my legs around. Out. Just shoulder height's great. Push. Work that back arm. Front. Good, we got about 20 more seconds. Next up, we keep these dumbbells. It's not going to feel like much until about 40 seconds in. So just trust me on this one. We've got full range of motion bicep curl. Upper third, mid third, lower third. Join me here. Palms face up. Pull, release. Elbows are close to my ribs. Right to the shoulders. Full range. Elbows fully extend. Careful you're not locking. Gorgeous brace, Maddie. That looks awesome. Nice, Naomi. Okay, team. Now from here, isolate the top. Very small. So I'm moving about, I would say, 40 degrees. Maybe a little less, maybe like 30 degrees. Elbows stay tight so the weight's not heavy, but trust me, in about 4 seconds, we're gonna go mid. So mid pulse, mid pulse, mid pulse. Yeah, so about 15 degrees, and then we're gonna finish it out, low pulse, low pulse. Ooh, now I feel my arms, and hey, next time you can grab a little heavier set if you need to. You've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, set the dumbbells down, grab your single heavy. It goes in the right arm, my feet close together, hinge. My hand comes behind my back, row twice, rise to stand and switch the arms. Row twice, suitcase row, right up. Rise to stand and switch the arms. Row twice. I'm in a little chair pose. Rise to stand and switch the arm. 2, 1, rise and switch. 1 and 2, rise and switch. I'm sweating already. 1 and 2. Good, narrow grip. You got 15 more seconds. Again, so close. Squeeze the seat as you rise and transfer the weight across your thighs for 5, 4, 3, 2. Set the dumbbell down. Awesome. Shake it off. Grab your lighter set of dumbbells. Put them in your hands. Come on down to the floor. Then from here, back stays flat. Fly the arms open and pull them together slow. We open, 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 close, 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 close. If you want more of a challenge, float the legs to table. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. You're right along the chest line here, so you're not flying those arms up by your chin. It's open, open, slow, and close, close, slow. Now, if you want more next time, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, get the core involved. Open, 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 close, close, close. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Guess what? We're back at the top with the same dumbbells. 2, 2, and 2. Here we go. Front raise 1, lateral raise 1, and straight arm kick back 1. Again, front raise 1, lateral raise 1, abs in tight, and then lean forward slightly, straight arm kick back 2, yep. Front raise, nice tall frame, lateral raise, you got it, to the back, boom, again, do it up, start to use that breath. Why? Because those single joint actions at the top of the workout are going to be massively affected by the last 2 things. You've got 6, 5, 4. Finish the rep out. Let's do the back. 2 and 1. Here we go. Biceps all the way up, all the way down. 15 seconds each. Now, we're gonna make our way from down to up this time. Why? Because I wanna change the game for you. 4, 3, 2, down here. Slow, small, about parallel, and return to the floor. Parallel, return to the floor. Elbows are pinned to the ribs. Knees are soft, abs are drawn in. Good, and if you don't feel this, maybe next time you grab a little heavier set. Now, we go middle, middle, middle. So from parallel to the chest, about 15 degrees. Super easy, but very effective, super bland, and then small range, tops. Here we go, 15 seconds. Now, we're gonna come back down to the floor here with our slow fly. We're gonna add the legs. So come on down, legs in table, or this time legs straight, lift the chest. We open everything out. We pull everything in, open everything out. I'm pointing my toes. But Mandy, isn't core supposed to be at the end of the workout? Core, my friend, is every moment possible. Yay, Nestor's back. Awesome. Team, you got 30 more seconds. Everything connects through the center and pulls back in. Welcome back. We're doing slow fly with a leg extension. Almost there, y'all. Pull and push. Now, we're gonna end with the suitcase row. I put them in the opposite order for some strange reason. I had a blonde moment. 3, 2, and 1. Rise to stand. Pick up your single heavy. I'm gonna start with my left. I'm doing 2 suitcase rows. Rise and switch. 2 suitcase rows, maybe my feet are together, and rise, switch in front of you. Hinge, pull, pull again, and rise. Now I am gonna throw you a little wrench in the plan when we move into our final set. If you liked the variation with the chest fly, you can keep it. but I'm gonna have us change it to a press, single arm, to really burn up the chest, all right? So you got 15 more seconds. Let's do one more row per arm. We have just enough time to do the left and the right. Woo! And then pick up the light dumbbells one more time. Okay, 2, 2, and 2. Front raise, lateral raise. Pitch it forward, straight arm kick back. Again, front raise, palms face down. Lateral raise, palms still face down. Good, hinge forward, palms face in for that variation. Team, it's the last time we're doing arms today. You got about 20 seconds left. We've got the triple bicep, and then we move into what we're gonna do, a single arm press in that supine position. If you want, I'll show you both variations. This is 3, this is 2, finish it out, and this is 1. Bicep curls first. Here we go. All the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Yeah. Now, my palms face up. Good. If you've got a hammer curl going, that's okay. It's actually a little easier, so if you need to modify and have the palms facing in, great. Here we go. I move middle first. Double time. Middle out. Right along the navel line, right here. You can make it a little dancey if you want. Good. 3, 2, upper half. Here we go. Palms, palms, palms. Shh. About 15 degrees. Getting the short head of the bicep. 8, 6, 4, 2. Low end, low, just to half. Low, just to half. Pull, release, pull, release. I want you to keep going. You got 8 more seconds. I'm going to show you both variations on the floor for this option. 3, 2, and 1. I'm coming down to the floor. Legs and table. I'm going to do a press with the right arm for 30 seconds using my 24. Or I can go back to what I did last time, which was the chest fly leg extension. So you've chosen your poison. I'm on my right arm, left arm is down. So showing this to you full profile. A lot of chest, knees together, legs and table. We're gonna switch arms in 3, 2, and 1. So how I'm gonna switch is I'm gonna sit up, I'm gonna grab it, roll myself back. Palm faces towards the thigh, right arm is down. Holy cannoli, the left arm is harder for me. We got 20 more seconds. We have 1 more effort left in the arms. It's the row, right? We'll stand back up, double row, and switch. Last 8, 6, 4, 2. Roll it up, rise to stand. Either leg or either arm first. I'm gonna do my left since it's in my left. 2 suitcase rows to stand. Yes, Mary. From the side. I'm looking down the bridge of my nose. I rise to stand. That's where I switch my dumbbell. And I pull again. Listen, team, we're almost done with our arms. Chest, back, biceps, shoulders, triceps. We're getting it all. 2 and 2. Why? Because the weight should be heavy. If you need to do more, do more. You've got 10 seconds. I started with my left, I'm ending with my right. We're on the mat next. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop off the dumbbell. You need your lighter set of dumbbells if you want them. You don't have to have them. Legs, knees bent. Take the hands right outside there. Roll yourself halfway back. Reach up, return, and rise. Roll yourself halfway back. Reach up, return, rise. Tuck the chin, roll yourself halfway back. The lower back touches the ground, and rise. Roll back. We're officially on the last 12 minutes of work. You've earned that stretch time. So how do you finish the workout with integrity? Really think about drawing in, tuck the seat, squeeze the bottom, reach up again, and return. You're super close. This is 10, 9. We're gonna keep the dumbbells. 7, 6, 5, 4. We've got a hollow hold, our only isometric. So bring the knees into the chest, roll yourself down. Take the legs straight, take the arms over the ears, hold, abs in tight. So I'm creating a bowl with my body. Now, if I wanted to make this a little easier, I would take my hands behind my head and bend my knees. I'm holding this isometric crunch, essentially. Squeeze the legs together, point the toes. Yes, Rachel Pierce. See if you can bring your knees a little further away from your chest. So you're set, yes! So you're feeling more abdominal by extending the legs away from you. Beautiful, Naomi. Team, you've got 12 more seconds. You can do anything for 10, 9. We'll need one dumbbell, light dumbbell in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself up. Single dumbbell. Bring yourself into a a side plank modified. Knee, hand. Take the top arm up, lift the top leg up. Twist through, lift up. Twist through, lift up. We're here for a minute. If you wanted to advance this exercise, keep that bottom leg or top leg stable, kick that bottom leg forward. So I'm in a full side plank. Twist and lift. Twist and lift. So just so you can see this, my bottom leg is forward, my top leg is behind me. My hand is stacked directly underneath my shoulder. Now, what's gonna happen on your final minute? It's the other side. I'm not trying to make it super difficult today. This is 4, 3, we're gonna set up on the left in 2 and 1. Good. Modified side plank, twist through, rise up. This is gonna be one of the most easy variations we've got. Option number 2, that bottom leg kickstands forward. Now I'm in a full side plank. Lift and return. I'm trying to twist as deeply as I can behind the ribs of that lower body or mid body of the lower part of it. So reach and open. Notice what's going on in the shoulder head of my stable arm. Yes, Rachel, I like that variation. So Rachel's got the knee down, she's got the leg extended, and she's keeping that shoulder plugged in. Team, you've got 10 more seconds to go. We loop through these things 2 more times today, and we're done. So let's finish it strong. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on down to your seat. Heels down, hands outside the knees. Roll back, reach up again, roll up. Now, if you wanted to make this harder, extend the legs straight. Roll back halfway. Reach again, and roll up. Roll back halfway. Reach again, and roll back up. Roll back halfway. Reach again. That's too much for me, right? So I changed it for myself because I'm moving smart. If I need recovery, maybe I take a moment. I reset. I take a little more time between each thing. Again, this is, practitioner's choice on speed. That's why everything's timed. Squeeze the seat, lift the arms, lift them again, return through rise. Let's do one more rep. Squeeze the seat, reach. What's next? We have our hollow hold. Keep the weights. Lower all the way down to the back. Extend the legs straight or bend the knees. Arms reach up and hold. You breathe, you hold. We're not moving. We're not moving. Yes, nice, Dee Dee. So if you have dumbbells in your hands, can you extend your arms even further back and point the toes, squeeze the legs together even more? Yes, Naomi. Yes, Amy. Amy wins with those pants today. Beautiful, Javi. I love that curl up. See if you can change your eyes down towards your thighs. So you're looking down towards the bridge of your nose. Beautiful. So the back of the neck stays long. Nice. Squeeze the legs together like it's a vice. Yes, almost there. Count down with me from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, roll it up. You only need one dumbbell. I'm going to be on the right knee first. But top leg can be lifted. This is a way to make this exercise a little harder with the knee down. So this is kind of splitting the difference between doing a full side plank and this plank with your foot on the floor. In other words, again, you've got 40 more seconds to play with it. And maybe I do a few here. I come back to the floor, elevate that leg, do a few here. And then maybe I lower the leg and I do a few here. So this is a rotation as well as a side engagement. Lateral flexion is the technical term if you really care about it. So if you do care about anatomy, we are getting 2 planes of motion knocked out here. You've got 3 seconds, 2 and 1. Switch sides. Normally I say do the same exact thing you did on side 1. However, if you're doing what I'm doing, which is like a salad, a mixed bag, if you want to think of it that way, of variations, right? So as the leader, I'm trying to demonstrate different ways to attain this movement without burning out everything you've got left. Why? Because we still have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. So we just want to be mindful of our timing and what kind of energy levels we have left. Good. Last 20 seconds on the second side. Maybe I play with lifting that leg. What I've been doing is just 2 and 2 of everything. Good. You've got 6 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab the second dumbbell. Last round through, 4 minutes to the finish. All right, heels down, arms, slide back, reach up, reach again, roll to rise. Slide back, look down the body, reach, reach again, and rise. You got it. One at a time. And pull. You got it. Oh my gosh, you guys look so freaking dope. Yeah. Squeeze the glutes as you roll back. That's one of the secret sauce to making this more kind of ingrained into the nugget of the body. I feel my glutes fire off. It really releases my lower back. We've got 5 more seconds. Hollow hold in 2 and 1. So for me, I'm going to set the dumbbells down. It's not serving me. Legs extend, arms reach up. I hold still. Listen, this is more mind over matter. So instead of being like, oh God, this is forever, I want you to let your mind kind of wander while you hold this pose. Squeeze the inner thighs, scoop the back body down into the floor. Yeah, if you need to modify, the higher the legs, the more bent knee, the easier this will be on the lower back and abs. Nice hobby, beautiful form. Yes, Nestor. Team, you have a mere 20 seconds remaining. Can you extend even more towards the floor? Hello. Abs in. I'm looking down the bridge of the nose towards my shoes. I can see my shoelaces untied, but I'm not going to adjust that yet. We've got 8, 7, 6. Keep curling up. 5 more seconds. 4. Yes, you can. 3, 2. Hug it in. Awesome. Grab one dumbbell. Choose a side. I'm going to choose my left side loaded first. From here, push and twist. Right, so I'm doing the first variation first. Option 2, I float the leg. So this is a great post-exhaustion of what muscle group? Outer hip, which we did that little TikTok dance earlier, it's a great way to work that outer hip and the side bodies in conjunction. Team, you've got 25 more seconds left. Maybe I set that inner heel down and slide the opposite leg forward. I twist and lift from here. Mandy, the weight's too heavy for me. As I finish, set it down and just do body weight. You got 9 seconds left on side one. This is it, y'all. You know what's coming. 3, 2, set down the hips, slide to the other side. Here we go. Last minute. So, Shayna, it's your lucky day. Not only did I do a movement you really wanted, but I also added a song you wanted. She was really fun, and she mentioned TikTok, and I immediately thought of not the app, but Kesha. And I still played Kesha just because I thought it was funny. But that was the funny part of it. I was like, you mean Kesha? She's like, no, I don't even know Kesha's music. So now you do, you did it today. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody, you have 15 seconds left to the very end of today's workout. How are you finishing? Yes, Maddie. Yes, Naomi. Awesome, Amy. Great. This is 5, 4. Get it, Mary. I see your arm. 3, 2. And my friends, that is all she wrote. Listen, we've got 3 full minutes to stretch a doodle do. We're going to spend it. So if you are not sticking around, have a lovely rest of your day. If you've got a couple minutes to stretch it out, you're welcome, Shayna. And come back to your mat. So for me, that was my Midwestern accent coming out very hard. I'm just gonna clear the weights off my mat so that when I'm rolling around on my mat, I'm not rolling onto a dumbbell. Good, hug the knees in. Let the head rest, nod the head from side to side. Great way to release that lumbar spine and then also flush out the cervical spine. We're gonna take the legs straight to the sky, flex and point the toes. This is a great way to stretch the hamstrings in a very easy way. Just kind of roll the ankle joints around. We're gonna send the left leg long to the floor, bring the right leg in. So using the arms to pull the heel closer to your upper body. Then from this position, I'm gonna take that straight leg across the torso. So if you cannot grab the outer edge of the calf, totally fine. Bend the knee, all good. Come back through center, switch the legs. So I'm gonna pull that heel closer to my seat. Maybe I flex my foot for more of an engagement. I feel that stretch through the hamstring more. Then with the legs straight, so we really target the IT. I'm twisting open, looking over the left shoulder. Team, I got you for 1 more minute. We're gonna do 1 more big stretch. Bring it back in through center, hug both knees in, rock yourself up. Once you're rocked up, go ahead and take your bottom leg, left leg, and then stack the right leg, fire log pose, and fold into the legs. So if this is not feeling good on the knees, because this isn't for everybody, right? You can come down to our come down word salad to our pretzel stretch. Rise up and remove the top leg, switch to the bottom, being the top, and the top being the bottom, a verse, if you will, and fold. So while I'm folding, I'm actually keeping my back super flat here. I feel more in the hips. Good, rise up. Sit any way you want. And we're gonna roll those shoulders back 1 more time. Just kind of open up the shoulder heads, twist the upper body, adding in a little leaning. Whew. And then bring your hands to your heart. Thank you guys so much. 145 on the button. Next week, same offerings. Wednesday workout, and then AAA Friday, come back. Questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a fabulous weekend. Stick around.